Greetings, beautiful ones, and welcome. This is Nazanin Marashian, a Love and Heart Art deep dive into tools for empowerment and healing. I want to share with you all a very simple practice of mindfulness for this episode that brings you back from the heavy burdens of life into the present moment, so that you can feel yourself opening up to greater creativity and expression. I call this practice delight in the details. Sometimes life can become overwhelming, and the weight of the many hats you may need to wear and the many directions your energy is being pulled can make you feel like there is no space to find your Zen zone. Or perhaps there is a dark cloud just following you around and you can't seem to shake it off. I find that noticing the details of where I am and what is around me helps to keep me into the here and the now. And no matter where you are, you can always notice the details around you. And this helps to bring beauty into the mundane. It shows us the microcosm of our lives and the underbelly of the heavy loads that we carry. This is so much about connecting to the deliciousness of life, because there is so much that can be gleaned from narrowing your circle of concentration into the infinitesimal details of life, the minuscule. So delighting in the details, what does that look like? So maybe if you work in an office, you might notice the way the papers are stacked in a certain way that might look interesting, or the undulations of the cables under your desk, or maybe the way one particle of dust seems to dance around in the ceiling fan or the air conditioning unit. Or if you're in nature, perhaps you observe the textures of the bark on a tree, the way a ladybird navigates the underside of a blade of grass, or how the elements interact with you, feeling the caress of the wind on your face, or the heat of the sun on your shoulders, maybe the sounds of the birds chirping through the hum of traffic. So many details, so much delight. The patterns and the central display of stamens of an orchid, or the symbiotic way in which plants cohabitate and merge with each other. The flicker of joy, the moment before you greet your beloved, noticing the beating of your heart. The smell of rain right before the downpour. The slight shift in body weight just before you begin the dance. All the details. So much beauty in the details. And if you're sitting in the darkness, if you've got this heavy cloud and you're in it, be in it. Really be in it and notice that you can only see the silver lining of the cloud because it's shining through the dark. And yes, the rainbow comes after the storm, but also there is beauty in the storm. Be in it, be in the thick of it. Notice the details, the power of the raging, clapping thunder, the release, the downpour, or the pain, the exquisite suffering of that pain. There is also beauty in it. And delight in these details. And by doing this practice, it doesn't override or diminish what you're in, because you're in it. You're present with where you are, but you're noticing the beauty. And this will bring you back into life. This will bring you back into the present moment, back into the mystery that all things, big and small, are co-creating this experience of life for you. It is the layers of beauty unmasked when we delight in the details. One of my favorite scenes of all time in cinema is in Jane Campion's film The Piano, where the character Alyssa Stewart, played by Sam Neill, comes up behind the ethereal and mute Ada McGrath, played by Holly Hunter, while she's playing the piano. He notices this little hole in her dress at the shoulder. There is this extreme close-up of her pale flesh exposed in this world of the wild frontier, where the taming of this wildness and the taming of this repressed desire. And as she plays this beautiful refrain, there's a zooming in on this bit of her skin, and then he touches her there. So much power in this scene, and so much delight in the detail. So much is spoken just in that. So if we begin training ourselves to slow down and take in the details around us, to narrow our field of focus, this immediately calms down our nervous system and gives us a sense of security and safety. It's a focal point to quiet the busyness of the mind and any stress and anxiety around you. The delight in the details allows space for the pleasure of life, the bounty of life, the abundance of life, the wonder of life to enter into your field of experience, and little by little transform this heavy darkness. Because even in that darkness, in the dark recesses that we traverse, there is beauty. And that is the lessons of the delight in the detail. I hope you've enjoyed that very simple exercise, and thanks for listening. If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe, share and like for more content. Appreciate your support, and reach out on my social media, Instagram, YouTube, my website. They're all my name. Until next time, delight in the details. You've been listening to Nazanin Mareshian, Love and Heart Art.